How's it going, everybody? Thank you for checking my channel and welcome to today's video. Today is going to be a follow-up video from a previous one where I went and gambled over 10 million gold on amulets because I wanted to see what the results could be, whether it be just getting nothing but magic ones or if I would be lucky again to get a unique or set one to drop. With all the magic ones I was able to drop, I am going to be crafting those into caster amulets. What I'm going to be looking for are 220 amulets, and particularly if I could get a Sorc or a Paladin or a Barbarian. That's the main goal for me, to be able to get a 2 to skills with 20 faster cast rate and hopefully get additional mods such as resistance to be able to make them very, very godly. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and do a comment shout out, which today's is going to be Velik2102 from my video where I rolled the Rune Word Death in an Eth Berserker axe, saying that they were able to find the exact same axe and did not know what to do with it. Hopefully after watching my video, you were able to make use of that axe, whether it be to roll something in it yourself or to be able to hopefully trade it off for something that would actually benefit your character. With all that said, let's jump into the video.
Not even death can save you from me.
Greetings, mortal. I knew you would find your way back here.
An important point to keep in mind when it comes to gambling these amulets to be able to craft into caster amulets is you want to do so with a character that is of level 93 or higher. This ensures that the amulets that you are able to gamble when crafted are going to be able to have the chance to roll with 2 to skills. Obviously, they're not always going to go with 2 to skills, but the chances of them actually being able to have that mod on the amulet is going to actually be there. Also, the main thing you're going to be looking for when it comes to the amulets is it's nice to be able to get, for example, if you have a Sorc and you want to have a really godly lightning Sorc, it can roll with 2 to lightning skills Sorc only with 20 FCR. But the main thing that you're going to want to roll with is particularly 2 to sorcerer skills or 2 to paladin skills or 2 to barbarian skills. What this does is it makes it to where every one of the skill trees has +2 to the skills instead of just limiting it to just 1. For example, if you were to get 2 to curses with 20 FCR or something like pretty much useless of 2 to war cries with 20 FCR, it's not going to be able to benefit any of the other skill trees. With that said, let's go ahead and craft these amulets and see what I was able to roll. pretty much useless of 2 to war cries.
This today is one of the worst days that I've had in a long time. I'm not in the mood to play with anybody.
Nope. I don't even want to continue anymore. I'm done. I've been done. This is stupid. No, absolutely not. I don't want to acknowledge your existence. Nope. But get out of here. This is bullshit. Let's just get this over with. So up here we have all of the 2 to either a particular character or to a particular skill tree. None of these rolled amazingly, unfortunately, but we do have a couple of 2 to skills and a high amount of FCR that we'll go over in just a second. These 4 were able to get all 4 resistance on them, with one of them being higher than the rest. The first one being poison at 49, this one fire at 43, this one has lightning at 54, and cold at 21. Something that's going to make your amulet super GG is to be able to have not only 220, but to be able to have high resistance on them as well, with possibly a huge boost to life that can be boosted even higher by battle orders or something like strength. Then we have down here, which are the amulets that rolled with 20 to FCR, but did not roll with additional plus the skills. So the first one is 20 FCR with the full regenerate mana at 10% and 18 all res. This one here is 20 FCR with, unfortunately, a low roll of regenerate mana for 6%, but a good amount of fire res. 20 FCR, full regenerate mana at 10%, and 2 resistance on them, which could have been pretty decent, but unfortunately it rolled with poison being a lot higher than cold, but cold only being at 9%. And then here we have 20 FCR with a mid roll for the regenerate mana at 7%, with all 4 resistance on them, with fire being the highest at 24. Then we have over here the amulet that was so close to being a part of this particular list over here. If it would have been 20 FCR, this would have been an amazing amulet to use because of how much it boosts your mana. Then we have 8% mana stolen per hit with 100 of mana and the full regenerate mana at 10%. Then we have over here, which are all of the 2 to skills with 15 or more FCR. This one being 2 to fire skills for the sorceress, 15 FCR, 27 in strength, which is really nice because all that extra strength that you would be putting in to your character, you can now supplement it for putting into your vitality, which can then be boosted by battle orders, which is really nice, with the full regenerate mana at 10%. 2 to summoning skills for the druid, 15 FCR, and close to perfect regenerate mana with a really high amount of cold res. 2 to combat skills for the paladin, 15 FCR, with all 4 resistance on them, unfortunately poison being the highest of them, but still a really decently rolled amulet. Then we have 2 to lightning skills for the sorceress, 17 FCR, full 10% regenerate mana, and 20 cold res. 2 to shapeshifting skills for the druid, 16 FCR, and 6 life stolen per hit, which is not too bad, especially if you use other supplemental things for your build that have additional life stolen per hit. This can be really nice to add on top of that, and close to perfect for the regenerate mana at 9%. Then we have 2 to cold skills for the sorcerer, so I think I now have fire, where is it? Lightning and cold. Yeah, so I have all 3 of the skill trees for the sorceress with 16 FCR, 17 of mana. Unfortunately, no other really decent mods on it. I mean, obviously 23% chance of getting magic item, which is really nice, but I do have better gear that is going to be able to give me my magic find on it. We have down here 2 to traps, 17 FCR, really nice boost to mana, and really high fire res. 2 to sorcerer skill level. So this is something that you would want to get with 20 SCR on it. So that way you hit all 3 skill trees. So that way if you want to respec from, for example, a blizzard sorceress to a meteor sorceress or to a lightning sorceress, you can then not have to swap out your amulets. You can just use the 1 amulet for all 3 particular builds. And 6 mana stolen per hit is not really useful just because she's not going to be hitting. She's just going to be casting. And really nice lightning res. 2 to summoning skills for the druid, 18 SCR, and unfortunately nothing really else that was going to be really helpful. 4 to strength is not going to do anything, 1 to dexterity is not going to do anything. But then we have the last one of these ones, which is 2 to poison and bone skills for the necromancer with 18 FCR, 41 to mana, regenerate mana at 9%. Unfortunately, the damage reduced is never going to be really of any use. Then we have this monstrosity. Why? 2 to war cries for the barbarian, 20 FCR, 51 mana, and hopefully going to be a lot of gold. Because I don't want to use this. I literally don't want to use this for anything. This is unfortunately what I was able to roll, but I was able to get at least 1 220 with 158 different crafts for caster amulets. So it is very possible. However, don't give your hopes up because you could get something like this. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you. And that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and were able to get a really good laugh at my misfortune when it came to crafting these amulets. And if you want to see more content like this, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification to be notified whenever a new video comes out. And if you like this video, show me by leaving a like. Other than that, I hope you guys are staying safe and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.